Hey, I'm Nolan Sperling, and today I'm just going to be talking about the downfall of America and just this downward spiral that America seems to be going to in these the last 40, 50 years here because Americans are just not living the way they should be. That's one of the reasons why that this is going to happen. Americans are they're unsustainable. Um, Americans consume half the world's waste and consume a third of its paper, while only accounting for 5% of the population. That's not fair. First of all, but that it's unsustainable. Um, it's They're living a lifestyle they can't keep up. They can't maintain. Americans have their lifestyle subsidized by the rest of the world, and it's not something that you can keep up. You can just keep doing. Um, the American people are not really all to blame, though. It's the American government is definitely they're put in um, their fair share of bringing down the eventual bring down of this place. Uh, the government's irresponsible. They print off $85 billion per month. Is how much the U.S. government is printing off. It's crazy. That's 6% of the United States GDP per year. That's insane that they just print off every month. There's no balanced budget, so how are you expected to pay back your debt when you can't even when you're borrowing money every year just to pay for normal things anyway? You can't even keep a balanced budget. It's insane. The Congressional Budget Office has predicted that by 2024, the interest that America has to pay on their debt is going to reach $880 billion. $880 billion that the United States has to pay every year for the interest on their debt. Now, that's more than what the United States currently and is projected to pay in 2024 for total military and defense spending. So they're projected to pay more for the interest than the entire the than more on the interest than for the biggest ticket thing currently on the budget, which is defense. I mean, it's going to be our highest price item. Um, Another reason America is going to fall is the imminent collapse of the petrodollar, which is something that Nixon and Saudi Arabia set up back in the 60s, in 68, I believe, that says any country that buys oil from Saudi Arabia or any other OPEC member countries like Kuwait or Venezuela or Iraq, they have to buy oil from those countries in United States dollars. The countries that, when combined, account for 85% of the world's oil production in terms of total barrels a day. And they have to be purchased in U.S. dollars. So it creates a huge artificial demand for U.S. dollars. Well, it's not artificial, but it will be. It's a demand that shouldn't be there, and so the United States has capitalized on that demand and printed off more and more money because there's so much demand that the demand will never fall. So once the petrodollar falls, and it will, because like Germany is already trading with China in their own currency. Russia is buying from Saudi Arabia without the U.S. petrodollar. And once everyone starts doing it, it's the petrodollar. Once that doesn't exist, the demand will go down, and that will aid in the inflation rate in America just skyrocketing. Um, the reserve currency of the world. It's also the United States is the reserve currency of the world. And again, Germany and China are paying each other back that not in their reserve currency, which is what they're supposed to be doing. Great Britain, I know, is doing this. A number of countries are just paying each other back not in their reserve currency, which again creates an even lower demand for U.S. dollars, which is only a bad thing in the long run. Germany wants 300 tons of their gold back. That's sitting in Lower Manhattan at the Federal Reserve Bank in New York. And America told them that it would take 7 years to the year 2020 to get it to them. And a year after they said that, America had only sent over 5 tons of gold of the 300 that Germany wants within 7 years. And so 5 tons, that's 82 tons short of the 1 year goal that it needed. So either the gold isn't there or who knows. And A reason I think that Germany wants the gold back is political reasons inside, but also because that they think that America just quite simply doesn't have their gold anymore, or it's being pledged for something else. Because I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't trust the U.S. government, and so I don't blame Germany. But yeah, that's all those reasons combined just account for why America, I believe, is going to fall sometime in our lifetime. Thank you.